evening. My name is Dr. Toshia Knous, and I am pleased to present highlights from my Doctor of Nursing Practice Improvement project titled The Impact of Pomodoro Structured Simulation Sessions on Perceived Cognitive Load Among Undergraduate Nursing Students. This project examines how a simple and structural pacing strategy can significantly improve learning experiences on high-fidelity nursing simulations. High-fidelity simulations is a cornerstone of undergraduate nursing education and is critical for developing clinical judgment and patient safety skills. These simulations are also cognitively demanding and often stressful, particularly for students early in their programs. Excessive cognitive load can impair learning, reduce confidence, and negatively impact clinical decision-making. Despite advances in simulation technology, instructional pacing has largely remained unchanged. Structural studies approaches such as Pomodoro's technique, which uses timed work intervals and brief breaks, may help reduce cognitive overload. However, limited research has examined its use in nursing simulation. This gap is what formed the foundation for my doctoral project. The purpose of this project was to determine whether Pomodoro structured simulation sessions reduce perceived cognitive load compared to traditional continuous simulation sessions. It was guided by the PCOT framework. The project question asked whether associates of science and nursing students participating in Pomodoro structured simulations, compared to traditional simulations, experienced lower perceived cognitive load, as measured by the NASA Task Load Index over a 5-week period. A quasi-experimental repeated measures design was used. 12 participants of Associates of Science and Nursing students participated, with only 11 completing all components. The setting was Keiser University Newport Richey campus in their simulation lab. Participants completed both traditional continuous simulations and Pomodoro structured simulations over 5 weeks, which allowed for direct within-subject comparison. Cognitive load was assessed using the NASA Task Load Index, which is a validated instrument that measures mental demand, effort, frustration, and overall workload. This design strengthened internal validity while remaining feasible in an academic simulation environment. The key findings demonstrated a statistically significant reduction in perceived cognitive load, with traditional simulations mean of the NASA TLX scale with a score of 57.56, whereas the Pomodoro structured simulations mean of the NASA TLX scale score was 42.11. This represents a 26.8% reduction in perceived cognitive load. This statistical significance was achieved with a t equals 2.71 and p equals 0.02. Pomodoro structured simulations significantly reduced mental load, effort, and frustration during complex clinical scenarios. These results align with 2 key theoretical frameworks: cognitive load theory, which emphasizes managing intrinsic and extrinsic cognitive demands to optimize learning, and Orum's self-care deficit nursing theory, which supports learners' ability to regulate and manage their own cognitive and emotional resources. The structured breaks built into Pomodoro sessions supported intentional cognitive pacing and self-regulation, which are critical components of effective learning in high-stress clinical environments. The implications are both practical and scalable. Pomodoro structured simulations may improve focus, confidence, and time management. Reduced cognitive load supports clinical judgment, development, and patient safety. This approach is low cost, easy to implement, and adaptable across simulation curricula. For nursing educators and academic leaders, Pomodoro structuring offers an evidence-based strategy to optimize simulation learning without increasing instructional burden. In conclusion, Pomodoro structured simulation sessions significantly reduce perceived cognitive load among undergraduate nursing students. This doctoral project demonstrates that instructional pacing is a powerful, yet often overlooked, component of simulation design. By supporting cognitive regulation and student well-being, Pomodoro structuring offers a practical strategy to enhance nursing education and clinical preparedness. Thank you for the opportunity to share my research. If anyone has any questions or would like to know more information, please feel free to reach out to me or my advisors. Again, thank you all for this opportunity.